Hello my fellow hunters, today I'm gonna show you two builds. The first build is the mathematically best possible raw switch axe build. I still say elemental switch axe is better in several cases, like the ice switch axe, the thunder switch axe from Zinogre, or the Ibushi switch axe against flying wyverns. But today I wanna show you all in all the best raw switch axe, because it's a high requested build, and maybe you have seen my build where I compared the Diablo switch axe with the Tigrex switch axe and the Nargacuga switch axe, and I said in this video it actually has I think about 8 or 9,000 views in the last 2 days. And at the end of the video I explained the skills, and I said I show you that Nargacuga switch axe build later. You can also use instead for the protective polish charms, protective polish decos I've used, the Master's Touch decos. Okay. I forget that to write it at the bottom, so keep that in mind. You can also use Master's Touch. I actually didn't have crafted the Master's Touch decos, but I think they're not bad. But for me personally, I only need 5 minutes for a monster or 6 minutes for a mid-tier monster maximum. So for me personally, protective polish is better. Depends on how long you need for a monster. I know if you need average 10 minutes for a monster, Master's Touch is better, because it's annoying to sharpen your weapon every 90 seconds. But if you only need 5 minutes for a monster, I think protective polish is a little bit better. Okay. First, I show you the two builds. The second build is gonna be very interesting. It is for Elder Dragons and Apex monsters, Ragnarok, and in general bad hit zone value monsters. The first build is only recommended if the monster has a lot of weak zones. That means that weakness exploit can be triggered very easily. Mathematically, the best skills are Wax free, Crit boost free, Attack boost 4, Agitator free, Rapid move free, and I put in Poison deco, and we get true damage of 427. Unfortunately, I can't tell you the mixed DPS or the M DPS because we cannot trigger the Agitator in the training room until yet. But you can see I also created a Grand Chaos build that is as strong as the Rex Knasher build. And there both builds have under perfect conditions 404 true damage. You can see exactly the same. I have under the Rex Knasher latent power. If it's triggered, it has also 404. Like using the Grand Chaos from the previous ramp up skill, the Attack 2 ramp up skill, they have nearly the same damage at the end. And yes, the Knight's Crescent does 427 true damage, so you can see it's a lot more damage than the Tigrex switch axe. Only bad thing is Tigrex and Diablo switch axe, you can do KO damage and get monsters in the drooling state. But yes, that's only for the math this video. You have asked, yes. First question, when you craft a weapon, what is the best ramp up skill? I told you, best ramp up skill for the Nargacuga switch axe. Oh sorry, that's the Shemi switch axe. I'm gonna make a video about that later. And actually I have the Knight's Crescent. 1 second, okay, here we use attack boost. That's by far the best possible yes, the best possible ramp up skill we can use. Affinity is absolute garbage. Don't use affinity boost. I told that in the last video. I'm gonna show you the set skills. At the end of the video I show you a Somnakanth run. You know Somnakanth is my favorite monster, but this time Somnakanth sub 3. Somnakanth high rank sub 3 minutes. Not the best run, it was a first try run, but this set is awesome. I think with the Zinogre switch axe we got a tiny little bit more better, but yes, I am happy with the time. Sub 3 Somnakanth is pretty cool. Okay, I show you the decorations. 1 second, I want to check whether I have the correct set. Yes, that is the correct set. Attack boost 4, rapid move 3, agitator 3, crit boost maxed out, weakness exploit maxed out, protective polish maxed out, speed sharpening maxed out, poison attack level 1. Yes, and that's it. The other skills are from the armor. And now we're gonna set our decorations. We're using the Knight's Crescent. And on the Knight's Crescent we have a critical jewel 2. On the Almudron helm S we have 2 critical jewels 2. On our Wyke mail S you need for crafting this armor pod special fishes. So you have to go to the Argosy and put some... Your Paligos have to collect some herbs and then you get the fish to craft the Wyke mail S. 2 sharp jewels 2 and a grinder jewel. Rathalos Paraces S, a tenderizer jewel 2. Engineer coil S, a tenderizer and 2 grinder jewels. On the Ghost Harak Greaves S, a Venom jewel 1. And on the Fantal Tempest Talisman, which is in my case a Rapid Morph 2 talisman, but that doesn't matter because Almudron Helm S already has 2 levels of Rapid Morph, so a Rapid Morph 1 talisman with 2 level 2 slots is absolutely okay. And yes, on that charm I have a Sharp Jewel and a Tenderizer Jewel. Okay, that's it with the build. That was the build. I show you the run at the end of the video. At the next point I want to show you very recommended builds, which is used for Apex monsters, Elder Dragons and bad hit zone value monsters. I'm gonna explain it to you. Let's go to the Hunter's Notes and let's check the hit zone values for Apex monsters. So you can see a weakness exploit that we have actually on this build can be triggered very bad, because you can see Apex Azurus only head and foreleg. Apex Azurus is okay-ish, but when we go to Apex Werthian there are terrible hit zone values. On the head is 60, that's okay, but all the other hit zone values you can see neck, Apex Werthian, neck 40, torso 24, back 20, 20 is terrible, wing 35, leg 24, tail 40. The only point where Wax can trigger is the head. So playing a Wax set with Apex against Apex Werthian is really dumb. Yes, also Apex Mitsutsune, terrible hit zone values, neck 43, you need 45 to trigger weakness exploit, dorsal fin 43, weakness exploit can't be triggered, so don't use weakness exploit against Apex monsters. That's bullshit. Yes, and now to the Elder Dragons. Teostra's hit zone values also pretty trash. You can see head 50. 50 is really bad. If you have Thunder Serpent Nava, there are hit zone values with 90, so you deal the double damage to the Thunder Serpent Nava compared to the Teostra. And yes, all the other hit zone values are pretty trash. So and either use the second build I show you in this video or use Almudron Switch X, okay? Or the Mitsusune Switch X. Don't use weakness exploit, that's absolutely garbage and a waste of skills. Yes, next monster, Chameleos. It can be triggered in the head and the foreleg, but you can see tail, pretty bad. All the other armor pods, only 25, absolute terrible. Okay, but best way is to use Bowgun. You got good hit zone values, 45, or yes, the Rathalos Switch X. Okay. I show you the skills I've used on the second set. Okay, let's change our equipment, loadout. And here is our bad hit zone value set. On the set we have attack boost 4, agitator 3, crit eye 3. I think that's the mathematically best possible build. I'm not sure. We can't test it actually in the training room or on the online damage calculator, but I made a run with it. I need it for the Somnacanth first try, 3 minutes 18, high rank Somnacanth. Yes. I know it's the wrong monster. I have to fight a Dragon Elder or Apex monster, but I'm gonna show that to you in the next video. Okay, we have also Protective Polish, Speed Sharpening, Counter Strike. You can also use Master's Touch instead of Protective Polish, like I explained in the start of the video. Poison Attack level 2, yes. Counter Strike 3 is an absolutely underrated skill. First I'm gonna show you the decorations, and then I talk a little bit about Counter-Strike. But the next video is a Counter-Strike build, so in this video I wanna talk too much about Counter-Strike, okay? So we go to manage equipment, set decorations. On our bad hit zone value set, with no wax. Knight's Crescent with a Counter Jewel 2. On our Kaiser Crown, a Venom Jewel 1. On our White Mail S, 2 Counter Jewels and a Venom Jewel 1. On our Rathalos Braces S, a Sharp Jewel 2. On the Engine F Coil S, a Sharp and 2 Grinder Jewels. On the Gauss Harak Greaves S, a Grinder Jewel 1. And on our Charm, a Sharp Jewel and a Quick Switch Jewel level 2. Okay, now we go to the training area. So, okay. And I want to show you my attack. We have 2, 3, 4 attack, 234. And the next thing we're gonna do is I explain the skill first. So you can see if a monster here, if a monster hits us, or yes, we get in the air or what else, or we get hit by something, or other user, Switch X user uses a uppercut move and puts us in the air, we got a 25 attack bonus for 30 seconds. I show you how we can activate that skill. You can see attack is still 2, 3, 4, 55% crit with no whack. I think it's pretty good. And no crit boost on this set. And okay, we're gonna change the training options to head position low, and we use actions stomp. Okay, 2, 3, 4, attack something. Okay, you can see attack 259. So we can gain additional 25 true raw, and that's insane. That's absolutely, you can see the damage numbers, awesome. We do so much damage, it's crazy. It's just crazy. I'm gonna in the next video more into deep, but you can see 320 damage with the wild sweep and no crit boost. Absolutely insane. Let's do that on the second time. Stomp. Okay. Wire bug move, and let's do some damage. 224. You can see at the upper left the skill is still active. Okay, about 300 with the Fate Slash and only blue sharpness. Absolutely awesome build. I go more into deep about the Counter-Strike build in the next video, but it's very useful for no crit builds, no wax builds. Okay, I put in the speed run now at the end of the video and show you the Counter-Strike build more into deep in the next video, but actually you can craft the Counter-Strike build with no wax for Elder Dragons and Apex monsters. So you see you next time.